Good Friday afternoon. Meteorologist John Birchfield here, checking in on that forecast as we turn over the calendars from July into August, going into the last month of the summer season. Now, we do have some changes in the weather coming our way. Rain is going to be returning this weekend. It is going to be on and off with rainfall that'll be the most likely late Saturday into Saturday evening, and it's also going to be slightly cooler. As a result of the cloud cover, we are expecting temperatures that'll be a bit below average this weekend, although it is certainly going to be a bit humid feeling. So your weather headlines, turning over that page into August, do include dry and mild conditions this Friday afternoon. There is going to be a little bit of haze and upper level smoke in the atmosphere. That'll make for filtered sunshine in the sky. Weekend rain chances are growing increasingly likely, especially late Saturday, and the first week of August is trending warmer, especially by the end of the week and into Jeep Fest weekend. Looking through our downtown sky camera, it is sunny, but still a little bit of haze on the horizon. That is in part due to upper level clouds and also in part due to smoke that is lofted thousands of feet up into the atmosphere. Temperatures are in the low 80s. Winds are very still and calm. I am expecting highs that'll be around 90 degrees for this afternoon. Now, when you hear smoke, you may be thinking, what about the air quality? This is not really going to affect the surface air quality all that much. Our AQI is at a 66, and that puts us within the moderate range and on the lower end of that AQI moderate range. So not expecting any big impacts to the air quality index this afternoon. Our hour-by-hour forecast shows you lofted smoke into the atmosphere. The thickest smoke is generally going to be over Lake Erie, up towards Ontario, and into northern Michigan, where you see those darker orange colors, and then into the Buckeye State. Some lower concentrations of smoke will make for a bit of a hazy appearance in the sky. High pressure is slowly going to depart by late today, and you'll already notice some of those wispy upper-level clouds are rolling into Illinois and Indiana, with some showers that have started to develop back towards western Illinois into Missouri. There is a low pressure system that is currently centered over Minnesota and Iowa, and that's churning out some showers from St. Louis up towards Minneapolis, and that's going to be the weather disturbance that ushers in more moisture for the weekend and also some rain chances that are coming on the way. So what about storms? I'm not expecting severe weather here at home. There is a marginal risk of strong to severe storms extending up towards about Indianapolis and Dayton. It goes down towards Cincinnati, and the greater risk of severe weather is actually going to be south of the Ohio River into portions of Kentucky and Tennessee. There is a slight risk of severe weather from northern Alabama through the Nashville metro and into Kentucky as well, and then that marginal risk does extend into southern Indiana and southern Ohio. So bottom line, we're not really going to have much instability to produce strong storms. However, there could still be some downpours as well as a bit more moisture. Temperature-wise, we are in the low to mid 80s. I am expecting highs that are going to be topping out around the 90-degree mark this afternoon. It is a little bit cooler near the Lake Erie shores for your Friday. So the hour-by-hour forecast does show you dry conditions prevailing through the evening. Keep in mind, there is going to be filtered sunshine as a result of those upper-level clouds. By the evening, some of the showers do creep towards Fort Wayne, but the steadier rain is still going to remain west of us, where there is a bit more moisture and humidity. Here in Ohio and Michigan, humidity levels do remain fairly comfy for your Friday. By Saturday morning, some of those showers do start to work into the Buckeye State, although much of the Toledo metro is expected to wake up to dry conditions on Saturday. So what about Saturday afternoon? There is going to be a little more humidity and moisture towards the southern part of the state, and that is where there could be some of those stronger thunderstorms up towards northwest Ohio. Some light on and off rain showers that'll be possible. By Saturday evening and Saturday night, we do get the influx of a little more moisture, and there could be a few brief downpours and thunderstorms that'll be occurring Saturday night. If you're waking up Sunday morning, whether it's for that walk or for morning church services, there could be some wet conditions overhead as that low pressure moves through the region. Some bands of steady and moderate rain are going to be possible through Sunday morning, and the clouds and the rain are going to keep things a little cooler. Even through lunchtime Sunday, there could be some showers. However, by the evening, the last of that moisture is going to be dissipating as the low pressure system departs. So I want to zoom in a little closer to home and hone in on that forecast. Again, Saturday morning, largely dry for the metro. It's primarily areas close to the Indiana state line that have the best chance to see those morning rain showers on Saturday. Through the afternoon, periodic rain, a little more cloud cover that will be expected. Into your Saturday evening, that is when some of those heavier, more inundating downpours move on through. Some of the latest model data has shown areas west of Toledo like Williams, Defiance, Paulding, and Van Wert counties to be the sweet spot for some higher rainfall totals. Sunday morning could be a little bit soggy with some of those bands of rain that'll be continuing on the backside of that low pressure system. By midday, showers exiting, and then into the evening, we'll say goodbye to the rain. There could also be a drop in humidity late in the day Sunday as a cold front works on through. Some of those heavier bands of rain do have the potential to produce 1.5 to 2 inches of rain. There is still some degree of computer model uncertainty regarding for who gets the heaviest rainfall, although based on this latest data, it is really areas west and northwest of the Maumee River that I am pinpointing for higher totals, and then south and east of the Maumee River, a little bit less in terms of rainfall amounts. So for the forecast today, enjoy the dry and mild feel. 90 degrees, partly cloudy and warmer. And despite the warm up, humidity levels do remain fairly modest for your Friday afternoon. For those evening plans, whether you're heading out for dinner, heading out for party in the park at Promenade Park, whatever you got going on, temperature is expected to be in the low 80s by about 7 p.m. So we peak at 90 degrees, but it is going to be cooling off a little bit into the evening. Tomorrow morning, not going to be all that cool simply due to the moisture that moves on through. We're going to be in the low 70s with a muggier feel, and there's not really going to be much variation in temperatures tomorrow. In other words, the afternoon's not going to be that much warmer than the morning due to the clouds and the prevalent showers. Temperatures are going to be in the mid 70s, and you'll notice where some of the rain may be occurring could actually be in the upper 60s, so unseasonably cool for the first day of August. High temperatures this weekend going to be right around the 80-degree mark after a warmer day today. Scattered showers and thunderstorms likely on Saturday, especially the tail end of the day. Lingering showers are going to be possible on Sunday, and then into your Monday, partly sunny, turning less humid in the wake of that front. Partly cloudy skies are going to be nice, and Monday is going to be a really great outdoor day if you're hoping to catch some dry weather. So in terms of humidity and dew point, fairly comfortable conditions for the remainder of the day. I do expect that dry feel to be continuing through Friday evening. We do start to turn a little more humid into Saturday morning, and then we really feel that spike in humidity late Saturday into Sunday with a very humid setting. By Monday, we're going to drop back a little bit in terms of the dew point and staying fairly constant throughout the week. It is going to be typical summertime humidity levels, which is to say not oppressive or incredibly tropical feeling, but also not necessarily super dry either. So what about rain chances for that first week of August? Rain chances will be spiking at a 70% chance on Saturday, and I would say that's going to be the most likely later on in the day. Sunday is a 40% chance of rain. No showers are expected Monday and Tuesday. There is going to be a slim chance for a pop-up shower or two on Wednesday, and then some additional scattered shower and thunderstorm chances possible Friday as well. So a couple dry days, but many area farmers and gardeners do need that rainfall. So if you don't pick up enough rain this weekend, there are going to be some additional chances for showers heading towards the middle and then the end of next week. Now, temperature wise, I know this weekend's not going to be all that warm with temperatures considerably below average. However, the first full week of August and into next weekend is going to bring warmer than normal conditions. Now, we've passed the peak of summertime heat. The hottest we get in the summer is an average high of 87. We're down to a point where our average high is 85, but we are expecting warmer than normal conditions, and this temperature outlook takes us out through August 10th. So I am expecting above average warmth, especially across the East Coast into New England and the Ohio Valley, and then stretching all the way back towards the high plains. Much of the lower 48 United States are going to be above average in the temperature department. So warm weather is going to be prevalent, especially as we head towards the middle half of the month. Your extended weather forecast on this Friday afternoon. Soak up the sun today. It is going to be a filtered and hazy sunny appearance on Friday with a bit of that upper level wildfire smoke and upper level clouds as well. High temperatures for Friday are expected to be right around the 90-degree mark. Saturday and Sunday both below normal in the temperature department. There is going to be a little more cloud cover, some on and off showers, and also a little more humidity in the air. Rain chances spiking at a 70% on Saturday, especially during the afternoon and evening time frame. Sunday, there will be some lingering showers with a 40% chance of rain. Weekend rainfall totals could exceed 1 inch, especially west of the Maumee River. Monday and Tuesday, partly cloudy skies, lower humidity Monday. By midweek, there could be a few spotty showers Wednesday, feeling a little more mugginess with a high temperature of 86 degrees. Thursday and Friday, there is going to be a warm up and additional chances of showers and thunderstorms possible Friday. If you're thinking of Jeep Fest weekend, not going to be a washout by any means. Other than that slim chance of showers Friday, we are expecting warm conditions in the upper 80s. Saturday's looking dry as of now for the Jeep Fest parade, and Sunday also trending dry with partly sunny skies. There is going to be a gradual warming trend for the first week of August, and after an unseasonably cool start to the month of August, temperatures are going to be climbing into the upper 80s, and that warming trend is expected to stick around through the middle of the month. Be sure to stay with the WTOL 11 weather team for the latest forecast, as well as the timing and impacts of this weekend rain that could affect your first weekend of August.